With the Bills currently struggling, do you have any advice for today's Bills?
Well, I'm like any other fan, I always got advice, but I know better, I understand the coaches, I understand the players. Most players coming into the National Football League come from winning teams, so they're used to winning. They're good players, The coaches, they know what they're doing. They look at the film, they break it down frame by frame. And it's better now than during my time because you got all this digital stuff. I mean, they break it down, they can see all the stuff, and they put the game plan together. They know more about what Kansas City's going to do than me or you, the average fan, know. But we do have our opinions because when the team is not winning, everybody has opinion, and it's bad opinions in most cases. When the teams are winning, everybody has opinion too, but it's a good opinion.
Naturally.
And right now, they're not winning, and so therefore there's a lot of negative stuff going on. I think they're a very good team, but they're not that great of a team because of the transition of coaches and stuff lately. It's almost like said, did I get up on the left side of the bed this morning, or did I get up on the right side? Because every time you keep doing that transition, it creates a little problems there with the players because you're changing offenses, defenses, counts, and stuff like that. And yeah, it has an effect, but I think they're going to be all right.
You're saying long term you think they're going to be all right, and I hope so. I think this year might be a little bit of a lost cause in some ways, but you never know. Some teams have came back from 0-3.
Yeah, I don't see them being a force of anything this year. If they do, great, but I do not see it. 5 games, to me, I would be very happy if they get 5 games under their belts.
Well, I think a lot of Buffalo fans would be at that point. Is there anything else that you think that younger fans should be made aware of that we haven't covered today?
Well, they need to be patient. It is all about winning, but obviously there is a formula to winning, and I look at, and I don't know whether it's the younger fans or the older fans, because when you read the paper and you see the comments, so you don't know where they're coming from, unless somebody puts in and said, I've been a season ticket holder for 40-some years, now you know that's an older fan, But you see all these comments and everything, but when I look on TV and at some of these different shows, like the Thurman Thomas, Reuben Browns and stuff like that, there's young folks commenting on things, and they're very critical, So I like to say to them is that, think about what you're doing out here in life, and that do you have anybody scrutinize you on a day-to-day basis, moment-to-moment basis? Because we used to look at that camera, we always call it the eye in the sky. When they take those films and they play them back, when you go into meetings, they play those films back, and they point out all your deficiencies. They don't necessarily point out all the things you did well, because we all know about that, right? So the thing is, they point out the deficiencies and everything, and you're sitting there, and you got, your teammates sitting there, listening to the coach saying, what the hell did you do here? What kind of block was that? My grandmother could have made a block like that, or something of that nature. And so you're being criticized on a day-to-day basis, on a week-to-week basis, so you're being criticized by your coaches during the course of a week, or, like I said, they might praise you a little bit. And then you're being criticized by the fans, and that's fair, because they're paying their money. However, they need to understand is that they got to be a little patient, and I know they've been patient for 10 years, because we haven't won anything in 10 years.
Naturally.
So it's a long time to be patient. So I would say that for the young fans out there, is just stick with the Bills, because they will return. When you look at a lot of other teams across the league, the Bills is in better shape than those other teams. And I tell you, the Bills need to be in Western New York. They don't need to be anywhere else. I don't see them going anywhere else. And so, young fans, stick with the team. Do your criticism, but stick with the team.
All right, I could agree with that. You wear your colors right out in front of you. You don't hide them inside. To quote on success, I'll quote on John Wooden real quick. success is not final, failure is not fatal. It's how we live day to day.
That's right, and one thing about that is that when you take a look at life in general, it's not about, as you said, it's not about today, and it's not about yesterday, and it's not about tomorrow. It's about putting all three of those together and coming up with a game plan, if you want to call it that, and hopefully that it will be successful for you, because you know that the job you're in today, or the school you're in today, or the situation you're in today, is going to change. It might not change tomorrow or the day after that, but it will change. And you have to have confidence in what you're doing to know that you're going to do better. I mean, I always tell people, you got to have a dream. You know, dreams don't always come true, but it's nice to dream. I mean, it makes you feel good to think that you can do this and everything. But usually dreams, you'll end up going somewhere else. As I said earlier, it never even been in my mind about playing professional football. And I'll tell you, if it hadn't been professional football, I don't know where I would be right now. But it wasn't a dream of mine. You know, my dream was baseball. So it was totally altogether different. So things happen good sometimes, most of the times, but then again, there are a few things, as you say, failure as to success. It's all out there. So be with it.